Making Moves TV, episode 2. Man, this is a blessing. Episode 1 got a ton of love, man. I appreciate every one of you guys, man. The amount of love I got, I'm not gonna lie, I was scared as hell to do that, put that out. And you guys showed nothing but love, man. People I ain't heard from in years reached out, so I appreciate you guys, man. Episode 2, man. Today's guest, one of my bros, my rellies, man. Someone I've known, 14, 15, 16 years strong now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
CaliKidLoon.
CaliKid, hey, what's up? What's up, my man?
Boy, I appreciate you,
man. Thanks for having me on, man.
Of course, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Waiting to do this, man. I'm excited, man. For real.
What's crazy is we had a drunk talk, man, about a month ago, and I didn't even know if I was even serious about this shit. And now look at us, man.
When you first said it, I was like, man, I'm all for it, man. You definitely do it, because I knew, man, I'm waiting for somebody around me to just do something like this, and because we always talk about it, but nobody never want to go ahead and do it. So
right.
I'm glad you go ahead and doing it and making your move, man, for real.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Whether you know it or not, man, you actually encouraged me, because we had a pretty depth. I joke about the drunk part, man, but we had a pretty depth conversation, and I was kind of scared to take that leap. So I obviously bounce it off people that I trust and people who've done it, just to kind of see what they say and the feedback, man. So I appreciate the words, man, and you were part of the inspiration with this, man. So let's get to it, man. Appreciate the merch. We'll get into that too.
We'll get into that.
Let's go. Obviously know you, bro. So why don't you tell the people where you're from, man? Where you grew up at?
So I was originally born in Merced Hospital. Grew up in Sacramento, California since I was 3 years old. North Highlands area. Went to Foothill High School. Balled out. You know, sports 4 years all around. Just keep me out of trouble. I always been doing music though, so that always kept me out of trouble too, I guess. Say like that.
You talked about basketball, man, and I remember going to you and Mike's games. I was very envious of you guys, because I wish I had a coach like Hibbs. What was it like playing for that man?
Honestly, I'll say my 4 years of high school basketball was probably just like a movie. Honestly, I was blessed to be put in the position that I was in, because at that time, my freshman year, Antelope High School was built.
Okay.
Yeah, so that means like a lot of people in that area from my school, Foothill, Highlands, Center, a lot of people left their school to go to Antelope. So that was a blessing for the people that went to Antelope, and also a blessing for everybody that stayed at their school. So just more opportunities all around. So the work was hard as hell, but we got what we needed to do. We ended up winning a section championship out of it my junior year. So that was something I'll never forget for sure.
That was cool. That's when y'all played at Arco, right?
Yep, but when it was called Arco,
when it was called
Arco now.
Yeah,
we done changed the name like 3-4 times the last 15 years. Yep. Crazy.
Damn, what a time. No, he. What I like about Hibbs, man, is just the amount of people that I've seen go through his system. He turned a lot of decently good basketball players into really good basketball players, and just crazy, just what he was able to do with the guys. But so let's get into your music career, man. So you said you've been doing music a long time. When did you start?
Honestly, I don't know what really inspired me. I don't think I've ever really been inspired. I think music has always been in me, personally. Like, I was about 5, 6 years old, on the house phone, the home core phone with the answer machine. Remember the answer machines?
Yeah.
On the answer machine, my mom had me record just me doing a little rap song. It was like, "Hey, how you doing? Sorry, can't get through. Won't you leave your name?
That's tight.
Number. It will get back to you." So I was like, dang, music always been into me. Going up to high school, junior high, wrote songs and stuff. And then I think my freshman year in high school, I did a performance at a birthday party. It was just like a little corny song I did on the Brooklyn Girl beat. Ain't nothing like a Brooklyn girl. Yeah. So yeah, we did it on that. It was just, so I just always been doing music, really. So pretty much it was always in me there for real.
Right. When did you start taking it serious?
I really started taking it serious when I started messing around with my voice on the music. Throughout high school, like right after high school, I started playing with melodies to see if I can just find different tunes. And then this one song just popped off. It was called Bad Bitches Only. And then I just found my tune. As soon as I made it, like everybody in the studio was just like, "Oh, this the one, this the one." Woo woo. It was popping. I just went on with that. So I found like my melody type of voice, and then I just carried on with that from pretty much till now, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in high school, you were rapping, and then you started singing after high school, or were you kind of always doing both?
Mainly just rapping, thinking I can rap, just writing.
You be gassing though. Don't sleep on yourself.
Yeah, I be gassing, but I'm more just. I say more of like a melodist, or I'm honestly feel like I'm just a pure music artist, honestly.
Right.
More than just a. I don't see myself as just a rapper or a singer. I feel like I can just,
Right.
I feel like I can just make good music all around. So I just classify myself as a music artist. Honestly, that's how I look at it.
Okay.
Straight music artist.
We kind of stole my thunder a little bit. And we talked about this a little bit ago. There's always a debate, right, with singers who can also rap, and you be gassing, bro. Like I don't sleep on nothing you put out.
Thank you.
What genre do you classify yourself as? That's always a tough question, I feel like.
That's tough. I mean, music is so different now. There's so many different genres.
It's so universal nowadays. Yeah.
You can go with. It's just like it's like a West Coast style. There's a melodist singing style, rap style.
Right.
I'm just
You're just CaliKidLoon.
Let's
Cali
go.
Kid,
yeah. Man, I'm just Cali Kid. I'm a music artist. I'm a music artist. I make great music. Yeah.
Okay. So you started taking it serious after high school. I know a lot of cats out of high school that will make a song or two. You got albums.
Yeah, I got like 6 albums.
My boy got a catalog.
Yeah.
What I mean, so you obviously took it serious enough to say, you know what? All right, I have enough songs. What I guess kind of inspired you to even do that? Because I feel like a lot of people it's a lot to put together an album. It's not easy. Just all the production that goes into it. You name it.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people that are music artists can and do have the capability of putting together as much albums or as much music they want. But you just got to get to that point where you got to break through and not care about what people say.
Right.
Like, I don't care what people say about my first, second, third, fourth, fifth album. I'm going to keep going.
Right.
Until it's over. Like, because one thing I do know, like at the end of the day, when I leave this earth, my voice is going to still be on this earth when I'm gone. Man, that's facts. That's the main reason why I make my music. And then for the people that love it, I appreciate everybody that love it. And I'm just going to keep moving like that with everybody that's with me in the movement, honestly.
So when you dropped that first album, what was your intentions? Was it like, I'm going to see how this goes and then continue to kind of build off of that? Or was it kind of like, you know what? I'm just doing this and whatever happens, happens?
It was more like, I'm going to see how it goes, because I knew it was probably a little bit rushed, but my first album was released after probably 5-6 years after I've been making music and dropping songs.
Okay.
So.
What album was that too, by the way?
It was the Road to Success. That was my first album.
Okay.
Had 18 songs, I think, on there.
Damn, that's a big album too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's crazy thinking about that. Yeah, it had 18 songs, and just thinking about it, I feel like there's definitely the progression from then to now. You can see the big difference of how the music went. I'm thinking about making like retro packages. And remix and mastering a lot of my songs and just put them in little packages and redropping them, doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy how the way my voice changed and how I can find my sound and how I figured out perfecting my craft a little bit more. And then I feel like I can make a lot of my old music probably even better than it was then.
Okay.
So that's something I'm looking forward to for sure.
Okay. So you said you dropped 6 albums total, right? After what album were you getting a buzz? Were you like, okay, this shit's starting to take off a little bit?
When I did my 4th album, Hearts and Thoughts.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
that's when
one right there.
That's one it's more radio aspects. I got more into my voice and I started feeling good vibes. I was probably in a good time, more in a better time in that place. That definitely carried me more and showed me different ways I can take this music, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So it pushed me forward to make just even different type of genres, whether it's rapping, melodies, or even rock music, rock rap.
Yep.
I'm into all of that.
Man, me too.
So,
People laugh when I say.
yeah.
People laugh at me when I say I'm like a Trippie Redd fan or like the Juice Worlds or whatever. I like that type of music.
Yeah, exactly. And
I like everything.
I want to expand it as far as I can with just my voice and melodies, and see where I can take it, honestly, with the music and lyrics, because good music is good music all around. So.
Right. So out of those 6 albums, what was your favorite album? Which one were you like, you know what, I had the most fun making this. This defines me. This is me right here.
Definitely my last one, Cali Kid 2.
Okay.
That one, cool too. That one was the most professional I did. I think most of the songs was definitely just on point. The vibe was strictly just California.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I had a lot of good features on that. Shout out to everybody that helped me on that. I had H.M. Hooper, shout out Hooper. My boy Villa was on there. My boy Peel was on there. Man, my boy Duke was on there. I even had the first female artist I did too on a song. Her name was Katrina J. So she helped me out with that as well.
Okay.
That was dope. Yeah. So that album was definitely my favorite album, and I still listen to it. I'm running that back and forth for sure.
I'll be running it back too, man.
And shout out Different too. He was on that Boss song. That one go crazy.
Okay. Shout out HM. I've met you a few times, bro. I want to get you on here, bro. I know there's a connection with Mike and all that. He was cool people, man. It's crazy the last time I ran into him. Shout out Villa, man. I ain't seen bro since he was young.
Hey, he was hooping. He was hooping with us too, growing up.
I remember that. Man, I remember that. I remember seeing bro. I saw him at 24 a few years back. I don't know when this was, and bro got taller. I'm like, damn, man.
He sprouted. It's crazy.
Makes me feel old. So, what is your top 3 songs? Would you say from all 6? Well, you said you had 6 albums, but there was multiple songs you put out before you actually put albums out. If you were to put a best of Loon, what 3 songs would you put to even start that off?
Ooh, that's tough. My best 3 songs, like out of all my albums,
like your favorite 3 songs.
My favorite 3. This is no order either. I'm a Search Bar is definitely one of my favorites.
Search Bar was cool. Yeah,
that was on Hearts and Thoughts album. Tony Kukoc is definitely gonna be a classic.
That's a cool one too.
That was on my Mix Emojis album. That was pretty dope. And then I might say Win Again on my first album called Win Again.
Yeah,
that was pretty dope. That was with me, Hooper, and Villa too.
Okay,
that was like one of those kind of rap singing songs that I can show both my styles in my music.
Okay,
and really,
Bill, I want to get you on here too, boy. I didn't forget about you either.
Oh yeah, he'll get on here. I'm gonna let him know for sure. It's good.
I appreciate you. No, that's cool, man. So, yeah, I interviewed my dad a few weeks back on a different platform. My dad obviously has a history in Sacramento back in the late '80s, early '90s that they blew up. And this is a question I had for him is, and I hear this a lot when I hear artists get interviewed, but what song blew up that you didn't think would blow up for you? Like, what song was everyone like, man, that song is cold, and to you it was like, I just slapped that together damn near.
Man. Might have been. Honestly, it honestly was the Tony Kukoc one.
Okay.
Because, like, again, I said, I'm more of a kind of melodious, kind of catching my vocals type artist. So there's a guy named Verse the Beats that I got the beat from. He actually did a few of my beats on the my last album and on the Mix Emoji album. He just had a pack of like 5-6 beats that was just going crazy, and I was like, man, it's just like a cool Cali Kid vibe. And then I was like, man, I'm about to just rap on this and just I'm gonna find my rap voice real quick. And then I came with the AA.
Yeah.
So when I started doing that, I'm about to just ride with it and see what I can do with more on like a hip hop side of it. And then that's how all that came along. And the crazy thing was, I didn't think it was gonna go crazy like that, because I really made that song in the matter of like an hour.
That's what everyone says, bro.
I made that so fast because I thought it was. I really thought it was nothing, honestly. And then I laid it down, and then shout out my boy Scotty too. That's my producer. He was like, "Yo, this slap. Like, you got to drop this right away." I was like, "Damn, man, you done did the mixer and master. I'm like, oh, okay. I see what you're seeing. And then hit my boy 91 Flicks up for the video. Shout out 91 Flicks as well.
Shout out 91 Flicks.
We did a video within the next week, so I just got that done. And I was like, damn, okay, I see what y'all seeing now. So I'm gonna run with this AA way real quick.
Yeah.
Just to stick with this Cali style, okay? So
that's a vibe for
that
sure.
was pretty cool.
Okay.
So
how big? I mean, would you say that's your biggest song, or what's your biggest song? Would you say?
I'll say that's probably my biggest song. It's more of a kind of commercial like type of song.
Sure.
So that's definitely my biggest song right now.
Okay.
For sure.
Tony Kukoc, that was a cold cat.
Yeah, and it was crazy because the name of the beat was called Tony Kukoc. That's why I just came with the name.
Okay.
Honestly,
that was my question.
Yeah,
to you.
and then I just started the Michael Jordan documentary, the 10 episode. That was pretty dope. You seen Tony Kukoc on the interview and everything.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool how he was part of all that. So I just went and got me a jersey, number 7. That's a cool number, anyways.
Yep.
So just rode on with that, and that's how that went. Shout out Tony Kukoc, man. Hope you see this.
I want you on the pod too.
Yeah.
So let's get into shows, man. I've been fortunate enough to make a couple. As a dad, I'm not able to get out as much as I want and get to more. But man, from what I've seen, and whether it's been on the gram or the ones I've been to, man, it is a vibe, man. Your music definitely, I feel like, touches people no matter what crowd or audience it is, especially in that type of environment. Let's talk your very first show. Do you remember that?
Yeah, my very first show was in downtown Sac, like 2015, I would say.
Okay.
That was a while ago. That's when I was in like a little music group called APE.
Okay.
It was with my boy Triz, my boy Dante. We had like a little music group, so that was pretty dope. And my boy CJ. And then we just used to like make a couple group songs, and then we just performed as a group and did it like that. So that was pretty dope. That was my first actually scene. And then we had another show like a couple months after that at the Stockton Arena. So that was probably one of my biggest shows. Okay. We just opened up and everything. So that was pretty dope to do something like that. And it's crazy though, because I got a little nervous and low-key forgot my lyrics on some of the songs, and I had to like find myself and catch myself back on the song. But everything went cool though. That was like a more of a humbling experience right there.
Okay.
It's like, just like, even though like the music's good, I still got to perform good.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Who'd y'all open up for in the Stockton Arena?
I think it was Yuck Mouth.
Oh,
we opened up for Yuck Mouth.
That's cold right there. Hey man, that's on the Hall of Fame plaque right there to say that you opened up for Yuck. Because that's one of the coldest artists, cool, in my opinion. That's just me to ever come out of Cali, especially the Bay.
That was pretty dope.
He's top 5 Bay in my opinion.
And actually, just the other day, last Thursday, I opened up for Be Legit, Sally Sell, Mac Mall. They was at Harlow's. This is downtown.
Cheers to that, too, bro. For real.
So that was pretty dope.
Yep.
So different. My boy Different pretty much had an opening on the show, and I had a couple songs with him. So I went on there and did a couple songs with him. We did that, and so that was a vibe for sure. Got to meet them. That was pretty dope.
Damn. Okay. So that was obviously. So you did one recently, and then we talked about your first one. I feel like you're doing shows pretty consistently.
Yeah, I try to get to like the pace I'm at, I can get to like 4 to 5 shows about a year, maybe. Okay. That's not too bad.
And I feel like, man, and I'm not just saying this because you're my boy, bro. Like I said, I kind of grew up around the music industry with my dad and just kind of seeing it and seeing what my dad went through. He was successful, but just all the politics and just everything he went through kind of discouraged me from wanting to do it.
Yeah.
But I feel like if there was a way to do it, you're doing it, right? You're dropping the albums, you have the singles, the music videos I want to get on, and you're doing shows. I mean, I'm sure after these shows that you've done, you're I guess what I'm trying to say is you're growing a following. You're doing it the right way and growing a following. I mean, that's awesome, bro. Like I'm proud of you and just seeing how far you came in your career, bro. I'm a huge fan, and I've already told you, your nephew, my son, man, he's singing your songs.
Yeah, I love that, man. I appreciate that.
I forgot that Mike brought my daughter. She has a pink CaliKid bean, so she was trying to pull it out.
Yeah, I made that one strictly for the kids and the
man. I appreciate you, man. She loves that thing. It's in her drawer right now. She wanted to set it out. I'm like, no,
that's really the vision. Cali kids, like,
right.
That's the vision. It's really for the kids and everything. Honestly,
right.
Everybody's a Cali kid if you grew up in Cali. Honestly, the way you look at it,
man, for real. Yeah. What made you come up with that name?
My original name was just Loon, honestly, to just come up with, and then I just always wanted to put the Cali Kid just to let everybody know, just still West Coast, just keep it the West Coast vibe, and then the CaliKidLoon was just pretty much was just. I thought that was pretty dope,
Right.
so I just stuck with that. So then the merch is just kind of like like the I Love New York.
Yep.
Like the merchandise is
Yeah.
pretty simple,
Right.
nothing too extra.
Right.
I just want a Cali Kid to be like that. Something you can see in the airport, you can just grab it real
Right,
quick if
right.
you're visiting California.
Okay.
Every single airport in California, honestly.
Okay.
It's like a little tourist sort, just to let you know you've been out here.
Right.
Show some love.
Even the merch, man, that kind of goes back to what I was saying as far as just doing things the right way. So I'm proud of you. So kind of going back to that, music videos. You got a pretty decent music video catalog too. Go back to this. I know a lot of people who rap and that's it. They got a song and it's just on SoundCloud. You can't find it on, Apple. You're on Apple. I know you're on Spotify. All that.
Yeah.
I guess what made you say, you know what? I guess what's hard, and I've talked to people who make music before, and they're like, it's hard to pick what song we want to do a music video to because the song that they think is going to blow up, kind of like we talked about earlier, ain't the song that people are really feeling.
Yeah,
it's that one off. So what kind of got you into music videos? And who does those for you too?
Person that shoots my videos, 91 Flicks. Shout out 91 Flicks.
Yep.
My other video shooter, JC Visions. Shout out to him too. He go crazy as well. What really got me into music videos is like I need some type of visual.
Yep.
I'm not really all the way out that on Instagram or anything. Just so a couple of visuals here and there will be pretty cool. But I don't know. I gotta get more creative with my music videos, honestly. So I'm definitely gonna come with a lot more music videos in the future for sure.
If you need a Make a Moves cameo in the back, let me know.
Oh yeah, it's going down.
I'm just playing. So, just like anything else in life, when it comes to a career or passion, there's always politics involved. Have you dealt with a lot of that?
Haven't really dealt with a lot of that really. Politic wise, I mean, politics is gonna be politics. We live in the world we live in.
Yep.
Like you know how it goes. So if you already know what's going on, like you can know how to maneuver through things in way of life. So I'll never let like politics kind of get in my way.
Right.
Really with my career or what I want to do in life, because at the end of the day, this world's fucked up.
Right. No, that's facts.
So you just gotta stay in your lane, really, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And you're such a cool, laid back dude too, man. I feel like a lot of shit will bounce off you, anyways.
Hey, that's why they call me Loon. That's why they call me Looney though, because I'm cool, laid back. But there be times I'm a motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Nah, I'll be ready to snap.
I'll be ready to snap.
Right.
So that's really how that name really came. Because
it's them calm ones you got to watch out for.
Hey.
Man, it's them calm, quiet ones, them laid back ones, man. You push them too far, it's over. You getting swole too, bro. You been in the gym? What's up?
Yeah, man. I've been trying to get a little man, pump a 9, man.
Okay. Over here looking like the Rock on my couch.
Yeah, man. We getting older, man. We getting older.
I heard that.
Protection mode.
So if there was an artist, there's obviously a lot of artists in Sacramento, and the shitty part about it is I feel like Sacramento could make more of a name for itself if there wasn't so many politics involved as far as street politics go, right?
Yeah. 100%.
We could be a lot bigger, but we're gonna wipe all street politics out the side. If there was an artist that you could work with right now from Sac, or a couple of artists for that matter, who would you do a song with?
See, that's the thing. It's like if there was no politics, I would love to do music with everybody in Sac, really, because I feel like strictly because of the politics, a lot of people don't like to work with each other with the music.
Yep.
So that's what puts us as a city just on pause, on a hold back real quick, and you see other cities working together, like Atlanta works together all the time.
Yep.
Detroit coming along together, they're doing their thing, they got their wave. It's like, but out here in Sac, it's just like the politics will stop you from stop a lot of people from doing different things. And I'm honestly blessed that I wasn't really never been heavily in the streets or anything like that. But it's also a fault too because I know a lot of people from
Right.
all over Sac.
Yep.
So
Same.
just because I know the politics, I can't really do music with everybody like that, and that's
Right.
unfortunate. But I honestly wish I can do music with almost everybody in Sac just for the city.
Right.
Because I feel like if everybody really was to work out here in Sac together, we would have been blown up. We
Right.
would have been on top.
Yep.
There's so much talent in Sacramento. It's crazy,
there is.
man.
And that's one of the reasons that I wanted to do this platform. I talked to you about this earlier about I had this idea for years about this podcast. So when I say years, years, like back when I was in Fresno 3 years ago about doing this. And the point of it was to try to just get some recognition where it ain't. And you talked about that when we first started about you've been kind of waiting for a podcast to get on. You've been waiting for no one's interviewed you yet, at least to my knowledge. Like we're lacking that here in Sac, right? Because LA has that, even the Bay has that, but Sac don't really have that. So we definitely got to do better, man. And I don't know if that'll ever change.
Yeah, and the tough part is like when the people that come from Sac and they get that, you feel me, that little quick, little pop, little buzz or whatever, they'll be gone.
Right.
Like they'll leave Sac and pretty much kind of like forget about Sac or won't bring nothing back for the community. But like no shame in them, nothing. I respect it. Like you gotta do what you gotta do at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, somebody's gonna have to give back.
Right.
And I wish I could be the one, honestly.
It's not too late.
Yeah. Let's do it.
It's still early.
For real. We just getting started, really.
Hey, shout out your kicks, man. Shout out my Reptar socks, man. I know y'all about to be flaming me in the group chat, in the comments, man. I'm a big Reptar fan. That's actually my next tattoo idea. So anyways, being from Sac, man, you're a Kings fan. Ish. Nah, I see how I threw that on him.
I support the Kings. I love the Kings. If I had, well, my thing is, I never really had a favorite basketball team, honestly. So I'm actually glad that you asked that, because if I had to support any basketball team, it would definitely be the Kings. That's the hometown. I love the city for sure. But I always like players, so I was always a
basketball fan.
A fan of players, just a fan of basketball all around. But I'm a Brown fan. I like Luka, Kyrie, Damian Lillard. So yeah, I like the cold motherfuckers. But the Kings, I definitely support them. But man, they don't want to win, man. Like when they're ready to win, I'm grabbing all the jerseys. I'm gonna be at all the games when y'all ready to win, man. Shout out to the Kings. I love the Kings.
Shout out the Kings. You ever thought about doing like a King song?
Oh yeah, definitely. I gotta do an anthem for sure. I don't know how it's gonna go.
That'll be hard.
I don't know how it's gonna go, but no,
it's gonna go.
Yeah, and then it might get them popping. It might get them, you feel me, to the finals maybe. Hopefully.
That'll be cool. And shoot that video like in Delco or something.
Yeah, that'll be dope. Yeah,
that'd be cool. So if there was an artist you could work with, I guess we'll go California first. If there was a California artist, I guess we'll call it LA because that's the net. Or I mean, no. Let me backtrack. There's obviously the Bay too. So if there was another artist in Cali, obviously outside of Sacramento, who would you work with?
California wise, I'd probably say Dom Kennedy. Dom Kennedy or
Shout
either
out Dom Kennedy, man. That's a cold, bro.
Dom cold because
that is a cold answer. I feel like niggas sleep on Dom Kennedy.
I'll for sure say Dom because you feel me? He
is so cold.
He cool. He cool and laid back like me.
Man,
so.
that is Cali Kid vibes right there.
Yeah, he's strictly Cali Kid with it. LaRussell would go crazy.
LaRussell be going crazy.
That's what we.
Hey, shout out LaRussell, man. I like what he does. That's cold what he be doing. Yeah. Hey, Dom Kennedy, man, I'm shook off that. That's cold, man. I slap Dom Kennedy daily.
Yeah,
old stuff too.
100%. I'll say Dom Kennedy, LaRussell, or Lil Bean. I'll say
Lil Bean is tight.
Yeah,
he's cold too.
Yeah, I like that California lifestyle they got.
Okay,
it's dope. They bring a Cali swag to their music for sure.
Right. All right. Last question on this: if you had to work with an artist outside of California. So, Texas, New York, Detroit's, because Detroit's booming too right now.
Yeah.
Who would you work with?
I'd probably say Money Man or Future.
Okay.
Those two are like probably my favorite music artists.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll probably be a dream just to do a song with them or collab with them. Definitely, that'll be
okay.
knock out
So
the checklist for the box for sure.
as a music artist, was there any artist growing up that inspired you?
Nipsey Hussle definitely inspired me. I mean, I got it tatted on my arm just because, like, me and him lived definitely two completely opposite lives. Like, he grew up in the streets, neighborhood crip from LA, rolling 60s, whole thing. I'm nothing like that at all. I'm just sports guy, whole thing. But his story was definitely like inspiring for sure. And the path he went on to take it away from like take it out the streets and just push it forward.
Yeah.
And became like a business owner, entrepreneur, and then gave back to his community and built it up.
Right.
Like that's some legendary shit, honestly.
No, it is, because there was no one else really doing that the way he did it, and then just kind of like the following he had behind it. Like, he really showed a different way to how you can do what he did, but kind of mature.
Yeah.
Right?
He had a movement for sure.
There's no artist, I feel like, who has lived that life like he did, still kind of be involved in it, but mature, right? And show that there is more to it. Let's give back. You know, just that whole
very influential.
Man,
sure.
the marathon continues, man. When Nip passed, bro, I remember that day exactly. And you know, I remember I was a youngin'. I was like my daughter's age when Tupac died, but I was 6. You know what I mean? I was 5, 6. R.I.P. Tupac. But when Nip died, bro, I remember exactly where I was the moment when I got the text.
Me too, man. Shit was crazy.
I'm just like, no way they didn't do him like that. No way, right? Shout out Nip, man. The marathon definitely continues.
R.I.P. Nip for sure. TMC.
So, your Mount Rushmore of artists, whether they're singers, rappers, whatever. Mount Rushmore is obviously 4 heads. Who's your top 5 all time? And it doesn't have to be in a specific order necessarily either.
Let me go 4 or 5.
Let's go 5.
5? All right. Ain't said no order?
It don't have to be no order.
All right, this one definitely, it won't be no order because it's going to be a tough one if I did try to put in an order. But Lil Wayne's definitely on there. Anybody can argue me with that.
Yep.
Drake is definitely on there. I don't care what everybody got to say about all the
Drake
going on. At the end of the day, he's great
Drake
music artist.
Yeah. 69 God is called.
I definitely put Future up there for sure.
Yep.
My top 5, but this is my personal top 5, honestly. So
okay.
I got Wiz Khalifa on there.
Oh, hey, Wiz is cool, man. I think he slept on.
Yeah, Wiz legendary to me for sure. He go crazy. And then this one's tough. It might be Money Man. I like Money Man.
Yeah, he's cool.
Money Man's cold.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk. You posted something the other day on your IG. You got followers outside the country.
Yeah.
That's cold, bro.
Yeah,
hey, shout out to that, man, for real.
Hey, shout out Sweden and Norway.
Hey, that's cool too, man. That's tight. Shout y'all out, man.
I'm trying to get a show booked out there or something.
Man,
I'm so loved out there.
That is cold.
That was crazy. I just seen that too just the other night. I was like, damn, they showing love. Like I get a lot of love outside the country. Honestly, that's pretty dope.
Let's talk about Mexico.
Man,
a lot of love out there.
Love out in Mexico. Shout out my boy Mike, man. Mike Bryson going crazy out there hooping, man.
Yes,
my
sir.
brother, man, for real. He's doing his thing and he's pushing the CaliKid movement, just going out there hooping. So, like it's like, man, it's an honor, it's a blessing, man, for real.
No, I see that, and like I told you earlier, man, he gave me one shout out, man, and I got half of the Jalisco fans follow me. I'm like, man, they're in the DMs. Just I don't know what they're saying, man. Hey, shout out y'all, man, for real. Because one thing about these countries, man, when they love you, they love you. They love hard.
Yes, for real.
You know what I mean? So shout out that, man. Shout out my brother Mike, bro. We miss you. I know you'll be home soon. Out there doing
man.
your thing,
Keep
bro.
balling, man. I see you, man.
Man, long overdue. I'm proud of him, man. This is long overdue. He's deserved what he's doing now and getting now. He's deserved this years ago.
Most definitely.
The fact that he's getting it now, man, it makes me want to shed a tear for him because Lord knows what he's been through.
I already shed a couple of tears, man, before he even left.
Yeah.
Man, I done went through a year and a half with him out here. I was like, man.
Right.
I know you ain't used to this, man, but hey, just stick with it, man.
Right.
You're going to get back. You're going to get right back on track. And then a little time, man, he's right back at it. And not looking back at all, so.
That's what I tell him, bro. I'm like, man, I've always told him this verbatim. You're adding more pieces to your story, right? There's gonna be a day where you tell your story and they're like, damn, that boy went through it, and now look what he did, man. True inspiration. As my younger brother, I look up to him for what he's done, and just for him to continue to fight through and just be where he's at now, man. It's God is good for sure. So what's in store now? What you got? You got another album plan coming up? What's your plans through the rest of the year? And what's your 2025 plans?
Well, I'm definitely gonna probably drop another project before the end of the year. I usually try to get to 2 to 3 projects a year, and just to stay on track and stay up to my music and stay and just energized on it and keep it going. And then 2025, I think it's my last year in my 20s. Honestly, I'm about to be 30 next year, so. Okay. 2025, I'm going all out. It's like, man, it's about to be new doors opening. It's about to be a movie for sure.
So album in the works.
Album's in the works, definitely already. It's probably like 2 or 3 more songs and it'll be done. Honestly.
Okay. Any features you want to let us know that you got on that one?
I'm just gonna keep that right now. I don't want to let nobody know.
Hey, y'all be on the lookout, man, for real.
There's a couple on there for sure, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, man. Bro, I want to give you your flowers, man, for just sticking through and just. Y'all think I'm playing when I say, bro, got a catalog, and so on YouTube in the description, I'll put all of his info on there. Let us know what platforms you're on, actually, so I don't fuck it up.
Yeah, it's pretty. You can spell it out. Just the easy way I say it. It's CaliKidLoon. CaliKidLoon. That's all platforms, IG, any socials, and then Apple Music, Spotify, and everything. Everything's the same name.
Yep. Nah, man. So give you your flowers, bro. You're doing it, man. You've grown a following, and even known you as long as I've known you. Even the last show I went to, just sitting there watching you with that mic in your hand, bro. I'm like, man, I'm so proud of this dude, man. Like, it takes some nuts to go up there and do that, and then to stick with it. And you're doing it, bro. The music videos, I can't say that, but one of my favorite songs, and it's because your nephew and my son be singing this shit sometimes, is Love No Thotty. That is such a cool song. And I'm like, you can't sing that.
That was definitely inspiration from Chief Keef from Love No Thotty's song.
Okay.
So shout out Chief Keef for that. That was just pretty much inspiration off that. The beat was cold, and I was just like, kind of do like a little remake and do my own twist to it. So that's actually one of my favorite songs too. That's a pretty good. The way I put that together, that was pretty clean.
I like the video too. Yeah, we'll be watching.
Yeah, that was right there off the Folsom Outlets from the Palladio.
Okay,
right there by the Victoria's Secret.
Man, love the Palladio. We be up there at Blue Nami. We be at Sequest over there, man. Dad life.
It's a little boozy over there.
It is. I bet they were scared when you filming that video too. What's he doing here?
Yeah, I had to go in and out within like an hour. So.
So we're not done. I still got some more stuff to talk to you about, non-music related, because we didn't get into sports.
Let's go.
How can they find your merch? Just tap into the DMs?
Just tap in through my social media, all through the DMs. I'm actually going to get a website going right now. I actually got somebody working on the website. So all that's going to be going. I got black and white, Cali Kid shirts, hats, beanies, all that. We're going to come with different colors. We're coming with shorts, sweatshorts, joggers, hoodies, all that, and anything for the kids too, in all different colors. That's what it's mainly for. We're gonna do this for the kids, and we're just gonna keep it straight. We're gonna keep it strictly Cali Kid. Even if you're not from out here, you're coming out here to visit. One of these days it's gonna be in that airport when you visit it for sure. You're gonna grab that from that little merch store.
So I don't drink hard alcohol no more. We had this topic or discussion earlier. But I need that Cali Kid shot glass though.
Oh yeah.
Coming soon.
Okay. We'll get those going too. That's a plan for
Be
sure.
him.
Shot glass, mug,
Basketball.
stickers, basketball, rolling trays, whatever y'all need. Cali Kid.
Man, hey, I'm proud of you, bro. For real, man. I gotta give you your flowers.
Appreciate you, man.
For
Love
sure.
you, brother. Gotta give you your flowers too, man.
Yep.
For real.
Appreciate you.
Man, for real. Like what, 15, 16 years?
Man, I got a picture of us in Chico, and that was after high school. I knew you before then.
Oh,
man, I was skinnier. Hairline wasn't all messed up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Was that Halloween?
Halloween in Chico.
I didn't remember that. Was it? Did it start raining later that night?
It did.
I remember that night. Yeah, that's just crazy. Damn.
We rode down there like 6 cars deep.
Man, anybody from Northern California
was up there.
Know them Chico nights,
man.
So them Chico and Yuba City nights. Ooh-wee.
Hey man, there was an era. It was the summer before Mike left to UCSB, and I became basically a foothill stepchild because wherever y'all went, I was there, man. And it was a vibe.
It was a time
for
sure. Yeah,
man. You name it, we was there, man, and we were so thick. Yeah. It was all love, man. It was all love, good time, raiding houses, you name it, man.
That was cool.
Such a good time, man. I'll never forget that summer before Mike left. Cold summer. Let's get into sports a little bit. So, football team.
Don't do this to me, bro. Don't do this to me.
Come on now.
Man, don't do this to me. I'm going to have to take a sip for this one.
I tried to get my boy the Niner Cup that y'all saw in the last episode, and he almost threw it out the wall. Who's your football team?
Fuck the Niners. I'm not even a Raider fan either.
He said it.
But
what's crazy is we ain't got beef with y'all. Like
y'all don't.
I'm low key like
y'all don't got beef with us, but
I'm a supporter.
My team only went to one Super Bowl and we lost to the Niners.
That's right. Yeah, that was back in the day too.
So
I was back in the day.
There's always gonna be a little bit, you feel me right there.
So the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm the Chargers fan.
San Diego, LA, Inglewood.
Man, the Chargers.
Inglewood Chargers. Inglewood.
Now it's crazy. I honestly became a Chargers fan watching LaDainian Thomason. He was my favorite. He was my favorite football player.
He had some cold grills too. His face mask.
Yes.
Oh my god.
His face mask. He had the mirror one.
Yeah.
So one of I think it was 06, 07 year. You had that mirror one. If you try to look at him, you're looking at yourself. Yeah. That was so cold. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I grew up an LT fan, and I just ended up messing with the Chargers back in the day. Antonio Cromartie, I used to put him on Madden.
Yep.
I used to audible him, put him on receiver, even though he was a quarterback, because he had like that 95 speed.
Yeah, he was cold.
Yo, boy, that used to go crazy. But yeah, we gonna get it one day though. We gonna get it within these next 10 years.
Well, y'all got Hardball.
Chargers. We got Hardball.
Y'all got Hardball, and he's a winner.
Hey, where the Hardball used to be though?
Hey, he got us to a Super Bowl.
Right. Okay.
He did.
Hey. All right. We gonna get to the Super Bowl then too, right?
Remember that Super Bowl was the battle of the Hardballs. Mm-hmm. It was him and his brother could play Baltimore, which we ended up. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it, but I've always liked the Chargers low key. Antonio Gates, I've been a huge fan of him.
Legend.
LT, man, one of the coldest running backs ever to play the game, and. I know Phillip Rivers used to get a lot of hate. I like Phillip. Hey, Phillip was cold.
I'm gonna give Phillip his flowers.
Phillip was cold. But why I like
he held his own for sure.
Why I like the Chargers the most is because you guys were in the same division as the team I hate the most, and that is the Oakland Raiders or Las Vegas, Henderson, Nevada, wherever the hell you
love or hate the Raiders for sure.
So
fuck the Raiders.
Really, anyone in the AFC West, I was a fan of. Especially the Chargers being a California team. What was the last game you've been to?
The last game I've been to was actually, it's been a while ago. It was actually a preseason game, honestly. It was a Chargers. Was it a Charger? It might have been a Chargers Briscoe game, preseason.
Okay.
Yeah,
Appreciate the support.
it was in Santa Clara too.
Man, we get called out the Santa
I
Clara
think
Fair.
it might have been like
anything.
2 or 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't
Okay.
that too long ago.
Okay. No, I think hardball, bro. I think I'm a big Herbert fan.
Shout
I
out
watched
Justin
him
Herbert.
at Oregon, and he was cold there. Hardball's a winner, and he finds a way to win. Man, that's one thing that's cold about him is that he gets it done. Especially, I forget what his percentage was as far as like a win rate his first 3 years at an organization, but it's like one of the top like ever for a coach.
Yeah, he's a winner.
Man, so good. Beat the
That's
brakes
all
off
we
the
need to
Raiders.
know as Chargers fans. Man.
Yeah.
He's a winner.
Beat the brakes off the Raiders. That's all I care about.
Oh no, we're gonna handle them. Raiders.
Raiders is garbage, trash.
We really gotta worry about
Y'all
Patton and all them,
Can't even
man.
keep the team here in Oakland. It's the Bay Area. All that money out there, y'all can't keep a team. Like, come on now. Then the A's come to SAC, and all them Oakland fans want to talk shit about SAC. Whoop de whoop. Now your team's here. Come to Wrigley Field and come watch your team play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we only worried about Pat,
I ain't worried about them.
but we're gonna
Go
come with a
Giants.
whole different game plan. We're gonna make the game hella boring. Nobody's gonna be excited watching the game, but watch. We're gonna come through with the W for sure.
It's gonna be fundamental football.
Fundamental,
Yep.
ground and pound. Shout out my boy Elijah Dotson, actually, little bro from Foothill. That's my one of my
Wait,
friends
he
growing
went to
up.
the
One of my friends growing up, little brother.
Okay.
He went to he came up from Foothill, then went to Antelope High School.
Okay.
But he's actually on the Chargers roster right now. So
That's cool, man.
So,
Shout out,
yeah,
bro,
man.
for real.
bring us to the promised land, man. Shout out Dottie.
Nah, so we talk basketball. So you're an NBA fan. So you been watching the Olympics?
Yeah, the Olympus. Yeah, we got this for sure. We got
I
this.
be wondering though.
We
ain't dogging teams out like we
We play
should
around
be.
too much.
That's what we doing.
We play around too much. But
It's Braun's fault.
But then nah.
Braun's too worried about the cameras.
I think roster wise,
stacked.
we're a little undermanned with our big men.
We're undersized for sure. We're trying to run that Golden State offense.
Our big men is Bam, AD, and Embiid,
Right.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Like
And
these
they
other
old.
countries,
They old too.
yeah, these other countries got some footers.
Right.
So
Right.
you're gonna have to have KD, Bron, Steph take it to the promised land.
Yep.
Just off the experience, really.
Yep.
But,
They
yeah.
played yesterday, got it done, and they play tomorrow. I forget against who.
No, I think Puerto Rico. I think
That's right.
they should get it done.
Hey, Jose Alvarado, he's been hooping.
He's been hooping.
That is a cold.
Mm-hmm.
He reminds me a lot of Davion that played with y'all.
Yeah.
Just real gritty. We'll get it done.
Yeah, do the dirty work. All the dirty work. All the dirty work for sure. But that's needed though.
No facts.
That's needed. That's like probably the most important thing you need on the team. Honestly, that doesn't get looked at really.
Yep.
Like that will take you to the promised land. Like one thing I'll say that helped our like team like go how far we went and probably would take like a lot of other teams far. It's people that like do all the work that doesn't show up on the stat book and the person that keeps the team together.
Yep.
And that could be like the 15th man or the man just like or just somebody that's just there just to make everybody laugh or something.
Yep.
Or just to be around just somebody having a bad day.
Yep.
This motherfucker right here just to make you laugh or something. You
Yep.
feel me? So that
Y'all had David too. I
Yeah.
can't forget about David.
Yeah,
David was
dog.
cold.
dog, man.
David was a dog.
Man, whole game, full court press.
And never looked tired. Because
Never
if
looked
I remember correctly, bro played soccer too.
That's why.
That's exactly why.
That's why.
Shout out David, man. I ain't seen David in years, bro. Hope all
Shout
is
out
well with
David,
you,
man. Appreciate you, man, for real.
All right, so I guess before I get into this, you have me on all platforms, or not platforms, but social medias. And I want to kind of set the record straight here. I respect LeBron James. I grew up a LeBron James fan. I feel he's a little overrated at times. I feel like he'd be acting like a little diva. That's what bothers me about bro. So before I get into that, or before I get into what I'm about to ask you, I wanted to clear that up real quick. So, what do you think about Bronny going to the Lakers?
Bronny going to Lakers is I feel like it's a great thing for a father-son aspect. Like, if I had a kid and I was in the NBA, I feel like that might be the dopest thing in the world ever.
Right. Yep.
100%. I don't got no problem with it really, but I can see what a lot of people, like a lot of other people, think about it or feeling criticized about it just because the situation Bronny was through.
Right.
We went to USC and then he had that scare and then, but it also it's gonna have to come with the work. Then we're gonna have to see honestly because we can't really tell what's gonna happen from right away. We have to see we're gonna see how it's gonna prevail through the end of the day because he does have a lot to prove. But the fact that he is LeBron James' son, he gets leeway for sure. But I definitely would think it's deserving. But he's gonna have to prove it to us for sure.
Yep.
And then like I'm not gonna back him up or anything about it, but I believe he'll get through it for sure. I believe he'll become a good NBA basketball player. 100%. But I also feel bad for him at a certain extent because his expectation is it has to be like LeBron. And I feel like that's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, everybody thinks LeBron is either the best or the second best, maybe, or third best player to ever live. So
big shoes to fill for sure.
It's like, come on now. There's a lot of players that play in the NBA.
Yeah.
So that's a tough toll to take for sure.
And my thing is, I'm for it. You know, my boy here. Shout out Cameron Michael again. He's a huge Bronny fan. He's about to get me for saying that. No, he's for the movement, right? And I am too. And I'm for it. That's a tough. It's kind of a tough argument because would I want that for my son? Absolutely. And I think my argument with him last week was that I don't want him to get something because of my name. If it was my son, right? I want him to go through the steps. I mean, he had a year at USC, came off the bench, and didn't really and USC was trash at that.
Yeah.
LeBron ain't going nowhere no time soon. If I'm Bron, I'm like, spend another year or two, maybe even transfer to a different school, get some more tick, get more comfortable. Or if you're going to go the route you did, don't waste a second round pick on it because, like I said last week, I feel like that scared away some cats from even going to LA in the free agency.
Yeah, well, that part, I feel like, that's where I feel like LeBron took over as and told other teams.
JJ Redick, you done podcasting.
At the end of the day, LeBron was like, nah, I want this to happen for me and my son.
Yeah.
To put him on my team.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's okay.
No, it is.
Because at the end of the day, if Bronny don't deserve it, LeBron deserves it.
Yeah, you're right.
And LeBron deserves it for sure for what he did for the league and everything. But yeah, it's definitely a tough task, and he's definitely going to be put on to a high standard than a lot of people. Of course,
yep.
Just because of his name. So,
and bro's athletic. Like I can't take bro is.
He's athletic. He played defense.
6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, 6'2".
He can jump out the gym. He's super athletic. I think he will be fine. And obviously, like you said, he has big shoes to fill. So even just that pressure alone, having to face that every single game is tough.
It's like,
I would have liked them to draft somebody in the second round and then sign Bronny to a two-way in the G League.
Yeah, 100%.
And do that.
Yeah. But what do you really
who
think
am I?
But what do you really think about this draft, though?
Trash. The first six are out of the country. Are we for real?
It's like the best opportunity for him.
No, you're right. You're right.
That's what I feel like, but he gonna have to prove himself for sure.
No, I think he'll be fine.
I ain't giving no pass for sure.
I think Bronny's career will get better when Bron retires.
Yeah. Like once this the cameras are taken out of him and he can just do his thing.
Yep. That's when he's going to start hooping.
I think he'll be.
I'm calling it now. Bronny will be in the dunk contest. If not next year, the year after that.
Oh yeah, he's an athlete.
Heard it first here.
He's an athlete. Yeah.
What you think about Bryce?
That's
a cold nigga right there.
Right. He's league bound for sure.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Ain't no question. He's going in the first round.
Yeah.
I think I think it's gonna be a great story, honestly. Like, I hope like once we save this video and put it on here and look 10, 15 years from now,
Yep.
like I'm gonna call it right now, they gonna follow that same story. Like they probably won't be as great, but the Carmelo and LeBron story,
Yep.
and how Bryce and his son, and I mean how Carmelo and his son, and then LeBron and his son, Bryce and Keon, how they gonna grow up and play together, because I think they're gonna go in the same draft class, so they'll get drafted at the same time, and they gonna be together in the league probably same amount of time, at least probably like 10, 15 plus years,
Cold.
and just like really killing, like for sure.
No, Melo's son
That's
is
gonna be a
number
great
one in the
story.
state of New York right now.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of hoopers out there.
yeah. This is like, I think, see, the 3 or 4 players from his school is in the top 5, top 6.
Yeah, that's crazy.
From like just from his school,
Right.
like yeah,
Yeah.
and he's number 1. So,
And that's crazy.
That tells you something right there.
I'm gonna ask this question. So, if you were starting a basketball team right now with Thanasis Antetokounmpo and Bronny, who you putting on your team first?
Oh man. Isn't Thanasis older than Giannis?
I don't know, but he's trash. He just be out there. He's big as hell too. He's a big boy.
No. He down there was 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah.
Yeah.
Athletic, but just don't know how to use it.
I'm gonna go with the U.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the U, but yeah, that's a tough one. But I honestly think I think Thanasis might be older than Giannis.
I think he's old. I think Giannis is the middle, right?
I think Thanasis might be the older brother.
Okay.
Did
you watch that that movie that they did on them?
Yeah.
On Disney? Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah. He's on another movie too.
Is he?
Like an old school movie. He was young, just like a regular
Giannis
movie.
Was?
Yeah,
for
like
real?
A regular movie.
Okay.
He was like a kid, like 16, 14 years old. Crazy.
6'8" too, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a regular movie before he was in like that. I forgot the name of the movie, but I'm gonna look it up and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, crazy. I didn't even know he was on there.
Yeah, it was out of the country and produced and everything. Everything. It's pretty dope.
Okay. You been on that NCAA yet?
I done played a few games. I don't got it myself, but I done played a few games already.
I haven't played it. It's cold. I heard it's cold.
It's cold, but
a little overrated.
I mean, man, my thing is, man, I used to be heavy on the video games, man. And I'll say like the last couple of years, man, I'll get a game, play it for like 2 months, and I'll be done. And I'll be off the video game, man. I don't know why. I used to love video games.
Yeah.
I'd either be too tired or just not in the mood to play the video game. It's crazy just to even think about that because I used to love playing video games.
Man,
that's the crazy part.
Yep. It's hard, man. I try to get on when I can. It's once a month, damn near, and it's just my free time now. I just want to lay in bed and watch Netflix.
Yeah, man, honestly. For real. Honestly, just chill.
And then I think all day as it is, working and just whatever my day to day. And so the last thing I want to do is get on a game and have to think again. I just want to sit back and just chill. But no, bro, before we wrap things up, man, I like to ask everyone this question. So if you could go back to a younger Loon, right? Whatever age that was when you first started getting cracking, 19, 18, whatever. If you can go back and tell your younger self something, what would that be?
If I can go back and tell my younger self something, I would definitely say to be more confident and more believing in yourself, for sure. Because I used to always be a little shy. If I'd hold back or worry about what other people got to say about me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll definitely say just do what you got to do. Don't worry about what other people say. Just be confident, believe in yourself, and everything just going to align, and everything's going to fall in place. That's definitely what I would tell myself.
Okay. I meant to ask you this earlier. What was your favorite show? What show were you like, man, I had so much fun doing that? And because you've done a good amount of them. You've done a lot.
There's a lot of shows, but I'll probably say so. I did last year. We was doing the AT and friends. Shout out AT. We actually planning
Shout out
on
AT. Yeah, he's a cool dude. I chopped it up with him that night.
Yeah, AT a real one. He's one of the only people I know that's grabbing a lot of music artists together, and then making everybody work together and stuff.
Okay,
Like it got to the point where a lot of us are like just in the group chat, and then we started to try to get songs together and everything, get working together. I'm gonna hit him up too. You should get an interview with him too as well. I'm gonna get him on here for sure.
Love to have him here, man.
But yeah, we plan on going tour like out the state and everything. But I'll say the last year the show we did with AT and friends at the same place that you went to.
Yeah,
it was at Union. That was pretty dope because that was after I dropped the mix emojis with the Tony Kukoc. So
okay. Yeah,
that was a vibe for sure.
And that Tokyo Steakhouse go crazy too.
Oh yeah, Tokyo Steakhouse go crazy.
Hey, that's so crazy to me.
If you know, you know. I think there's only a couple of Tokyo Steakhouses. One's in Sac. I think there's one in Fresno too.
Okay.
But Tokyo Steakhouse, if you know, you know. No Benihana.
We ain't get no Benihanas, baby. Man, that's crazy. You know what's funny is when me and my wife first got together, we were both living in the Thomas, actually, where Tokyo Steakhouse is at.
Yeah.
And that was like one of our second or third dates. And I thought I was big time in
That's the spot, boy.
Seeing everyone I knew up in there too. We over here doing this. Like, I see you see me was cracking. Man. That's a cool spot though. I ain't been there in a minute.
Man, I ain't been there in a minute too, but man, when I do go back.
Hey, when you made that song, like, he is so cold for that. He is cold because I don't know, to me that just kind of reminds me of just the city. And just kind of a staple in our city.
Yeah, that's all I try to do, really just give people that remembrance or just the Cali vibe and just where I'm from, Sacramento too. So if you know, you know, honestly, about the Tokyo Steakhouse. Yeah.
Okay. Well, shoot, bro, man, I appreciate you so much for coming through, man. I know
appreciate that,
you got a busy schedule, bro, and you know, for you just to show me love on my second episode. You know, I got a lot to learn still and do, but you know, I got to start somewhere. So I appreciate you for sliding through.
You're doing great, for real. I appreciate you, bro.
I'm always here.
Love you too, brother, for real.
Y'all do me a favor, man. Link will be in everything. Follow my boy CaliKidLoon, man. He's on all the platforms. Music's going crazy. He has a catalog. Don't just listen to all the new shit. Go back, put it in rotation. Hey, it's something you can play at barbecues, whatever you're trying to do. You smoking something, you driving, long day. He's the man for all that. Appreciate you guys, man. I have to do this again because I don't remember my shit. Hey. YouTube, Making Moves 916, man.
Yes, sir.
IG, Making Moves _
Cali Kid
TV. TikTok, Making Moves TV. TikTok's a pain in the ass. I don't be on there, but I'm trying. But I appreciate you guys, man. Episode 3 will be dropping in a couple of weeks. Please like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Grab some merch, man. Be in touch. Watch out for the next show. I love y'all, man. We out.
Cali Kid.